The Delta variant is responsible for the latest deadly wave of infections worldwide, including Malaysia. What can be done to protect oneself from the highly transmissible variant? We speak to clinical immunologist Dr Amir Hamzah on steps that we can take to keep infections at bay.
It's all about the ventilation. And with the Delta variant, we know that has been mentioned by the Director General of Health. It is airborne, it is infectious with the R0 about 5 to 8, where you think about the original ancestral strain originated in Wuhan. That was only 2 to 3 R0. So you can see there's a lot of things to be done to ensure that there's minimum contact within a confined space. So even though it might be big, but the ventilation is one thing. And I think another important aspect is to have more on the genomic surveillance. So I think I'm not privy to that sort of data immediately, but I think that has to be one of those things that we need to keep an tab on. And then once we know which are the areas, then I think we have to be very strict about the lockdown, the targeted lockdown, you see, because I think there's just a little bit loose and porous at this point of time.
In dealing with COVID-19 variants, health experts and drug makers have explored the idea of giving booster shots to further protect and build immunity. Is there a need for a third dose now? Clinical immunologist Dr Amir Hamzah weighs in.
We talk about the booster dose. That means we are talking about a third dose. And this so far has been mentioned mainly for the mRNA vaccines, particularly Pfizer. As one would know, they have already applied for the FDA for a third dose under the EUA. But we think that, and the studies coming around from UK, Canada, Israel, and a few other European countries shows that the protection is high with the 2 doses, even with the Delta variant of even more than 80% in general. Of course, it's not as high as was before when we talk about more than 95% in the effectiveness. And I'm talking about the fact that this is still good to prevent the category 3, 4, and 5, and then also death.